Unfortunately, the original source of this video remains unknown. The footage was shared on Reddit by a user who claimed it was recorded by a home CCTV camera late at night, and what it captured is deeply disturbing. Watch this. At first, the video appears ordinary. A woman is seen walking near the dining area around midnight, and the motion detector activates. She calmly sits on a dining chair, and nothing seems unusual. It almost looks like she might be sleepwalking. Then, without warning, something strange happens. Another dining chair suddenly slides across the floor, as if pulled by an invisible force. No one else is visible in the room. Moments later, a dark object on the table begins to move on its own, slowly dragging itself toward the woman. There is no explanation for what happens next. This is so creepy. The door of the room shuts forcefully on its own. In the final moments of the clip, the woman slowly turns her head and appears to look directly into the CCTV camera, as if she knows she's being watched. So what do you think? Is this an elaborate, staged plot, or real evidence of paranormal activity inside the home? Share your thoughts in the comments. An unidentified intruder once entered a house that had belonged to a married couple who vanished under mysterious circumstances. Their disappearance has never been solved, but rumors claim something truly horrific occurred. Later, a relative released disturbing footage taken from the couple's home security cameras. What the cameras captured is completely horrifying. Although the footage felt unsettling, it wasn't enough to stop someone from breaking in. The intruder, unaware of what awaited him, chose to climb inside through a second-floor window. The moment he stepped inside, he was overwhelmed by a deep sense of dread. What he recorded afterward was beyond terrifying. After the strange knocking suddenly stopped, the intruder looked down the hallway and noticed a dark, shadow-like figure staring at him. The figure slowly slipped away and vanished from view. Believing it was only his imagination, he carefully moved toward the area, but nothing was there. It was only after the footage was uploaded online that viewers noticed something deeply disturbing. The figure moved in an unnatural manner, appearing to glide or float rather than walk. The footage confused everyone who saw it. What exactly was that figure, and could it still be hiding inside the house? The mystery continues. This horrible clip from the capital city, Quito. What we witness in the back kitchen of an employee outlet is exactly what the security cameras recorded. An object on the counter moves without explanation, but not violently enough for staff to immediately notice. However, the following day, the activity became far more aggressive when a chair moved the moment a worker bent down. On one hand, it is widely believed that this was poltergeist activity, in which an invisible spirit aggressively moved objects around. On the other hand, some believe it may have been caused by strong winds. However, this final footage of the branch removed everyone's doubts when a ghost attacked a third employee in it. As soon as the worker bends down, a chair moves first, and then an invisible force drags it to the other end of the building. This next clip was recorded by a worker filming a computer screen on his phone at another outlet in Ecuador, when a suspicious and chilling incident occurred with him at the counter just minutes earlier. Doors and chairs were moving by themselves, but the most disturbing part was the cashier interacting with someone who clearly wasn't there. She takes the order, but the moment she goes to serve it, she drops the drink in fear. The girl claimed she was speaking to an old man, but as soon as he handed over the order, he vanished right before her eyes. What is your own opinion on this video? Is this really a paranormal encounter or something beyond this? Which is unexplained? Share your thought in the comment. The following footage shows someone completely alone inside a gym when something truly terrifying occurs. Emily Ruiz, who submitted the video, writes that words cannot describe how disturbing this footage is. The person shown in the video had obtained this recording from the gym and sent it to a friend, whose voice we can hear speaking in the clip. This is exactly what was captured.
¿Qué le pasó, papi?
Hasta una máquina se movió. Vea, mira, explíqueme eso.
Sí, eso
dos cuerdas
se
y...
mueve atrás.
¿Yo qué vas a ver, mamá? Y la otra quieta, o sea, no podemos decir que es el aire, ni que hay ventilación, ni nada de esas vainas.
Eso es como
y en plena luz del día, ¿quién dice que estas maricadas pasan en plena luz del día? No. Mire, la luz. Mire, mire. Mire, ahí. Mire eso. Mire eso.
Uy, ¿eso qué pasó? ¿Por qué eso se
esa
mueve?
Esa vaina es pesadísima, eso es pesadísimo.
¿Sí?
Sí, parece eso es una energía muy mala.
¡Ay, Dios mío! ¿Qué le pasó?
Mamá, mire.
No, Dios, no, eso no es normal.
Sí, yo sé
eso no es normal.
Those who have seen the footage were left deeply unsettled by this frightening encounter. At the beginning of the video, we can see that someone, or something, appears to be peeking at the person. This is a detail you may have overlooked. Now, it is important to mention that another camera recorded the incident from a different angle. When reviewing this particular footage, we can see that the facility has open windows. It's possible that wind entering the room caused the ropes to move on their own. However, if that were the case, other objects in the room should have moved as well, especially the towel resting on the box, which appears light enough to shift slightly, yet it remains completely still. The wind might also explain the movement of the ball, but keep in mind this is a medicine ball. It would require far more than a simple gust of wind to move something that heavy. What makes this footage even more baffling is the way the person appears to be dragged across the floor. It is possible that he was doing this himself, positioning and moving his body in a way that made it look like he was being pulled. However, when you examine the scene more closely, it clearly shows that he was yanked with sudden force, something that is nearly impossible to accomplish alone. Several other moments in the video also remain questionable, including lights switching off by themselves, or whatever this phenomenon may be. I'll leave it up to you to form your own conclusion about this footage. Unusual and frightening paranormal events are often linked to night, but many times such extraordinary incidents occur both day and night. When a person was traveling through an unfamiliar rural area of Sri Lanka while recording the journey, something strange was captured in his footage. Watch closely this clip. A mysterious black shadow is seen crossing the road, resembling a human figure, but it appears slightly blurry and translucent in form. The original uploader claimed that he witnessed this shadow with his own eyes, and when he turned the camera toward it, the figure vanished into thin air. What is your thought on this? Comment below. Want some ghosts on camera? Or are there some creepy videos that you would like me to include in the next video? Email me at scarycammyt@gmail.com.